My name's Kyle Elliott. I've been the building trades teacher for 33 years. My mother had a brother that lived here in Culver. We were actually living in New Jersey at the time. Came for the summer for a 2-week visit and never left. And Martin Mahler and Ray Morrison helped them with trucking out to the East Coast. They had trucks going out there, and Dad loaded up all of his equipment and we moved to Indiana. Obviously grew up in the trade. My dad was flipping homes before flipping homes got cool. There were a lot of old homes in Culver at that time that were condemned in many cases. He would snatch those up and completely renovate them. So I grabbed a lot of knowledge, obviously growing up, working with my dad. We subcontracted very few things. So we did the electrical, plumbing, heating, concrete work, drywall, whatever it was for the project. So I grew up with a passion for it and enjoyment for it. And then with the senior year of building trades, picking up that experience there as well, I determined at that point that's something I wanted to pursue. The building trades of high school was something I had planned, as you get to, at that time you could only take it as a senior. I had the architectural drafting classes, woodworking classes, things kind of leading up to that. Bob Trigg was a true gentleman, and we learned, I learned a tremendous amount from him, both as a student and then as in preparation to take over as an instructor. So after high school, like I said, I went to Bethel. Obviously construction was a passion that I had growing up, but there wasn't anything that Bethel offered as far as a construction degree or anything of that nature. I grew a lot at Bethel, the Christian faith, so I grew a lot in my faith with Coach Drew, and the basketball program was wonderful. But I told Coach, during the recruitment that I'd go 1 year and we'd sit down and talk about it. And at that time, I think I had, went through my scholarships that I had, I think I owed $1,500. But to me, that was a lot of money. To spend $1,500 to play basketball and hang out with my future wife, I could do that at any point. So chose not to go back, got involved in construction. My thought was I'd take over my father's business, but my dad said, let's talk about that. And one of the things he said, if you plan on ever working a 40-hour a week, you don't want to do that. He said, let's get you into the field, get a feel for it, learn some more about the different aspects of construction, and revisit this at some other point. And it was a good advice. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I didn't want to be bidding and estimating outside of that 40 hours. I was a young guy and wanted to start a family. I was married then, and it was 5 years before we had kids, but I just didn't feel as running my own business, and that headache that goes along with that would be worth it. Mr. Trigg and I had stayed very close. In fact, I had stopped over around Christmas time the year before he had retired or announced it, and he said, do you ever think about teaching? I said, no, I really haven't thought that much about it. And he said, well, I'm not going to do this forever. I've only got another year or two. And that next spring, he called and asked where I was working and what I was doing for lunch, ironically, and I was up by RMC in Plymouth. And he said, let's meet at the Log Cabin Village in Argus. And he and Jerry Hollenbaugh drove over and introduced that concept and the idea of taking over the program. And obviously was intrigued, but just still wasn't real sure about it. But that's how I got involved, and leading into the thing just caught me off guard completely when he said he was retiring that quick. But I was happy for him, and it was a good decision, obviously. The homeowners are the sellers for the program as well. We've had some great homeowners, and they help build the program. You're building their dream home, and that's special there. Working with the guys and gals on some of these projects, every home's different, like I say, being pre-sold. So we're not speccing houses out in a subdivision, building the same thing every year, from single story to whatever. So that's neat to be able to be an instructor for that period of time and be involved in that many homes within basically 10 minutes of the high school. And a nine-month build is rare on a new home, and especially with unskilled labor. It all comes down to the old John Wooden quote, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. So you can't show up on the job and at 8 o'clock in the morning and not see 12 kids standing there with a nail apron on. You need to make the most of the time. And it's not just that they're skilled labor, so you're also teaching to make the most of that time. Well, I definitely take pride in it. Got that from my father. But the quote of, if you don't have time to do it right the first time, when are you going to have time to fix it? That's what I base the whole program off, and that's what I tell the kids. I don't care if you're unskilled or not. There's a right way and a wrong way. Not that I'm perfect, and there's a lot of different ways to build a house and come to the same outcome. It's how you get there. And part of some of that, obviously, as we talked, is being prepared. But the other John Wooden quote, once again, autograph your work with excellence. You should be able to stand back, it doesn't matter what you're doing, and be proud of what you did. There's no excuse for it if you're not. We've been very fortunate here in Culver. 1979 was first year. Bob Trigg did it 14, and I the last 33. But our administration has been amazing. What they've done for our program and support has been outstanding over the years, and that's continued with the current administration and preparation for my retirement and bringing Dan on board, and they've shown a big commitment to our program. To be able to have the longevity of the program, it's a tribute to the kids and their work that they've been able to do, and like I say, much back to the community and the support they've given us. When I hired in '93, the air pneumatic nailers, that was really just coming around. And that was one of the first things I did, was purchase all these pneumatic tools and nailers. Bob didn't have anything at that particular point, but we felt as though that we need to make that jump right away, because that's where the young guys going into work with a local contractor, you're going to run the nail gun. The skilled guys will lay the sheets down or lay out the studs. So we wanted to have the safety of the pneumatic nailers, the power miter boxes, and now the pneumatic nailers or air nailers are going away and everything's cordless. So it's changed tremendously, and the amount of time that it saves on a job site as well. I mean, we're building homes right now that we never would have dreamed of in the 80s. The two advice things I would say is exactly what Bob Trigg told me. So working with kids, it's always easier to lighten up than to tighten up. And I've ran it for years and it's worked. And his other thing was, it's always easier to slow down than to speed up. Well, it's still the same school I loved when I started. Obviously, just from building projects, things of that nature over the years, this junior senior high school has changed tremendously. From the parking lot, the extension of the wings here and there, having a second gymnasium, from using the old red grade books where you handwritten all the grades and entered them in a hard covered grade book. Attendants putting little passes or attendance sheets out and somebody going around collecting them at each class period from study hall. When I first hired in teaching building trades, I had an old school bus I drove with all the seats removed in the back, and now kids drive and we have our own cargo trailers, and I mean just everything from the teaching to the building has changed, but the people seem similar. Culver's a special place with the faculty and the administration. That really hasn't changed. My wife retired 2 years ago. As we talked, my two children, Trent and Kirsten, are married and got beautiful families. So I've got 3 grandchildren. Lori retired, like I say, 2 years ago, and let's face it, I don't want to work till I die, and I've got a lot of years I'm hoping ahead, and I got a lot of things I want to do, and I think our building trades program's in a good spot. Lori and I are in both of us in good health, and we want to be able to do a little bit of traveling, and I've developed a nasty golf habit. And so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of carpentry work on the side to support that, which I love. And like I say, that's one of the worst things about the building trades right now is I don't get to do anything. I demonstrate and step back and let the students do it. And that'll give me an opportunity to do a few little projects. Don't want anything big, just do a day project here or there, and still take care of that itch, and do a little golfing, a little travel, and spend time with Lori. Don't know if there's going to be any coaching, but I do plan on being up here a lot. I got to work on, I used to get in free then, and now I won't. So I have to have enough money to get in, you know, but no, I'm not going anywhere far, and I want to be around the school still, and be active in the community and see what's going on here at the school, because it's been a great part of my life, and been very blessed. God's been very good to me, period.